Appreciate you, James. Salute to you all out there, baby. James S. Salute. Thank you for the birthday wishes, man. I appreciate you. Much love, James S.
Aggressive Defiance TV. Aggressive as fuck.
Alright, motherfucker, listen up. This is for the fucking homies steady giving no fucks. If you wanna join the party, put your middle fingers up. And when the music fucking hits, you better jump.
What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? Salute, James S. Welcome to the building. Welcome in, welcome in. Me and my buddy, Virginia Winter, baby. Hello, hello, James S. Salute, bro. Twisted 10, what's good? Lil Maine, what's popping? We got 16 people already in the building. What's good, everybody? I hope y'all had some good days, man. I took the day off yesterday. I didn't realize that my job had a promotional thing I needed to do yesterday at a soccer event, so we had to go do that. And we were there pretty late, so I had to be in here. I got back home pretty late. I hope you guys have had a good day, man. I'm gonna take us back through today. Like I said, I was gonna do yesterday, but I didn't appear here yesterday. What's up, Dylan? How are you? Like, that we were going to appear here yesterday, but I actually took the day off. So we're going to bring in what we were going to finish up with, and that's Mr. Eric Carroll. He was giving us a lot. He was spilling the beans. What's up, Lily? He was spilling the beans, y'all. He was starting to come clean with some stuff. There's a lot of stuff that he was coming clean about that I didn't catch the first time. I sure didn't. Yeah, I knew Eric was buddies with the Amish guy. I knew that. I didn't know it at first. You're the Subaru guy? Well, welcome, Subaru guy. Thank you, Lily. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Thank you. Thank you. I love y'all, man. Salute. Thank y'all for being here on my birthday, y'all. On my birthday. Well, hell, let's get into it.
Right now. I know niggas out lurking right now. I know niggas pockets hurting right now. I know niggas that got birds and brick houses. Still a catch on sixes and wipe your ass down. I know niggas out lurking right now. I know niggas pockets hurting right now. I know niggas that got birds and brick houses. Still a catch on sixes and wipe your ass down. Hoes bring hoes out. And 25 to L bring a snitch out of a nigga. A chopper with a drum, bring a bitch out of a nigga. You ain't never heard about me, better ask about a pistol. I was raised in the jungle, got it straight out the mud. Where I'm from, it ain't no crips and bloods, it's just clicks and thugs. Keep a Glock clip full with slugs, and if I ever hold a nigga, better get it in blood. Ain't with that whole shit, and I ain't with that wrestling drums. I'm cut throw bitch and kill some and go on the run. I know my time ain't gonna be long for all the shit that I done, but till then I'm getting it on ready to accept what comes.
All right. We got a new fucking member.
Smash that like button.
Hit that like button when you come in here, y'all. I would greatly appreciate it. Smash the subscribe button. Come and hang out with us. We're going to talk to Whitakers. We're going to talk to Whitakers until we hear some shit. No, I haven't heard anything from Upchurch, man. I haven't been listening to Upchurch lately at all. Eric Carroll has come out of hiding. He has come out of hiding. Now, I'm just going to show the post because I don't want to show the photo, of course, because thank you, Krim. Thank you, bro. I appreciate all the love, ladies and gentlemen. I sure do. Much love to you guys, man. Hey, be like Krim and join up to the membership. Become a member, yo. Eric Carroll come out of the woodwork on Facebook, you guys. He did. He come out of the woodwork, y'all. He came out of hiding. He finally come out of hiding, and he wrote, "Super proud of my daughter Lily. Tonight made my second year in a row walking her onto the homecoming court. It took them longer than anyone to read out her list of accomplishments. Not saying that to brag, I'm being serious. I didn't think they was ever going to stop reading." Laughing emoji. "This is her final year of high school. Your dad is so proud of you. Don't ever forget that. I love you." He needs to. He needs to, Tin. He needs to. Wouldn't you guys think that Eric's got some explaining to do? I mean, Patrick's trying to do all the explaining, or he's trying to have people do it for him, is what I seen. I'm not sure. What do you guys think?
Could be wrong.
Now we're going to get through this tonight. We are going to get through this. So I'm going to speed Eric up a little bit so we can make sure we get through this, and we'll boost his level of volume a little.
I wrote him back and I said, I tell you what, I said, I'm on a very tight budget and I don't think it's a good idea. So I said, how about this? I said, if that's what you and the Whitakers really want to do, you guys
we
do
got
it.
a
If I can help in any way,
We got a
need any advice or whatever,
We
I'll
got a
do
new
it. But I'm
member.
not-
Smash
I don't get involved. I
that
don't
like
contribute.
button.
But you guys do it.
How much do you think? Look, this is still collecting money. This channel is. The Whitaker family page is still up, correct? It sure is. It's still alive and thriving. Thank you. I'm so tired. Shout out Virginia. Platonically, of course. So this thing's still collecting. Lots of views. 104, 148,000, 240, 235, 251. It's got some views on 483,000 views. It's cranking out some views still.
All between you and the Whitakers, but I don't want to be involved.
Right.
And it was like, F it, forget it, just never mind, never heard about it again. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think the Whitakers were wanting to.
Shout out to this chat. You guys are amazing, bro.
I talked to them about it.
You guys are amazing.
They started when I got there, telling me that they were very suspicious.
Make me fall in love with y'all every day.
And a lot of these discrepancies that was coming up. Sorry, guys, I'm going to put on some sweatpants. It is getting chilly up here in West Virginia. Yeah. You got any questions for me, man? Just to split it up, because I got a whole list.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, some people are saying, you know,
I want to know where the money went. Let's say Eric didn't keep it. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Where does the money go? It didn't go to the Whitakers, right? Platonically in love. Yes. No parasocial shit. Platonically in love. Every day. No, I'm serious. Like, where would the money go? What's up, Native? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the love, y'all. He would have to give it to the state, right? He would have to give it to the investigation people. That's what I'm thinking. He would have to forego those funds. You found a little kitty walked me home. I went over there to handle some business in my apartments, and a kitty cat found me, and he meowed and walked all the way home. He walked me all the way to my back door. So I went in and I got some food and fed him. I haven't seen him again, though. He's a little bitty kitty. Eric's ex-Amish friend has known the bishop for 31 years, and he told us that they just walked into an Amish store and told them what they were doing and asked permission to meet the bishop that was going.
well, how is that believable? Again, people don't know me from Adam for the most part, but I remember having these exact conversations with him at that point. Someone did ask, like, with knowing
believable.
yeah, People were, yeah.
Oh yeah, I have the messages, but I ain't coming on here to do no hearsay. If I say something, I can back it up.
I would bring you in.
Believe that. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born
I
yesterday.
would. He's cute too.
Yeah, some
And
people have,
look, the truth is strange.
Like my kitty, but longer hair and softer gray. He's not as like dark tigery.
Than fiction in this story because it gets much deeper. Go ahead, bro.
I can definitely agree with that.
You hear that?
So, I mean, some people have asked, and
You hear
a
that?
fair question is knowing
It gets much deeper.
what you knew about Patrick at the time. Like, why did you stay involved with him? I mean, I kind of already know the answer, but
I was afraid of losing access to the family. I was afraid.
Nah, man. You was afraid of losing access. I gotta slow this down, guys. Sorry. I gotta bring this to regular speed.
One, I was not because of the money. I had started developing a relationship, but I actually wanted to keep my eye on this thing. And there was a part of me, like I said, when he told me the truth about that, Dwayne, in the beginning, I wanted to believe
that
he was
kitty.
going to change. I do believe in the beginning he cared about Timmy.
Mhm.
To an extent. He took him fishing. He was spending time with him. It wasn't about money or send me this. He was spending quality time with him. And up until that time, 46-year-old Timmy had spent most of his life sitting on that porch, man. And Timmy was so appreciative of that with Patrick.
That's
And
sad.
I was really hoping it would turn around. And I thought to myself, if I can get the money separated from Patrick.
So word around town is that there is a court date for Betty. I think there is. I think there's a court date. I mean, I don't know for sure, but someone from Odd, West Virginia on Facebook said that there was a court date, and he said it. I'm not telling you when it is for you freaks to go up there and bug people, but there is a court date for Betty. She will get to go to court. Like he said, he hopes that she gets a continuance. That way she can come back after everything's cleaned up even more. I guess she's been having people come out there and cleaning up for her. I don't know if what I don't know. We're still in a van. They're still getting in trouble. These people are still getting in trouble. I'm a pervert. That's funny.
Then we might be able to get through this. Okay. Same thing. I wanted the money taken away from me.
Funny.
I didn't want to be near it either. The trust, the accountants. I've got all the messages, talked to the people that I was trying to set it up with. Back up everything. I was really hoping he would get better too. But then again, I really didn't want to.
See, there's the problem that I have with this. You say that you can back up everything. I'm really trying to be objective with all this because I hope that Patrick was doing the right thing and I hope that Eric was doing the right thing. But there was obvious nefarious things going on because the family was taken and split totally down the middle. Yep, never to be seen again together. And I believe it's because of this guy right here. I would almost bet that this guy's what ticked all the adult protective services off.
Lose access to them. I started really, especially, dude, that first trip, the way Ray and Lorraine took to me. Can anybody honestly say they had ever seen?
See, I think they put too much of their heart in it. Is that a thing that could have happened? Because he said it right there. I mean, they're all con artists. I mean, this is what this channel's for, man, for everybody to speak their own piece. I could give a damn about all you people coming on here talking about, oh, look, he's smoking pot on there. You damn right I am. I have every stream since I started streaming. Actually, no, I didn't last week for a couple of days. Fucking who you think you are?
Anyone
Karen. That's what we need. More
that
Karen.
Lorraine reacted to the way she did with me.
Yeah,
Lorraine's been
shit.
trying to tell me something for months, dude. Months. But anyway,
So that that all that happened, and then kind of the emergency time for you to go back to odd West Virginia.
no, there's way more before that.
Well, there's I didn't know if you wanted to skip over all because it's pretty a lot of detail in there.
Do I need to say more? Do I need to say
Yeah.
more?
Yeah. I think you do.
I mean, some of the
Merchandise.
conversations you'd had with him, some of the other findings you had. I mean, I don't know how much you want to say this.
Thank you for all the birthday wishes in the chat. I freaking love y'all, man.
I
Y'all
mean,
are
I'll say it all. I'm an open book, dude. He was wanting to sell Whitaker merchandise and told me that me and him could keep that to ourselves. We didn't have to give the Whitakers any split. Now, on that,
Ooh. I don't think it's fair that you do anything with the Whitakers and you don't give them anything. No.
another one. Did he put that in a text message? No, that was a conversation. But I've got the text where I crawled his ass for it. I'm like, we can't sell Whitaker merchandise and keep the money. That's their money. And I've expressed to him numerous times, people are not tuning into the Whitakers to see Patrick or Eric. You are right now, unfortunately, because we're on the Whitaker channel.
Thank you, Terry. I appreciate you, baby.
Me, and I knew you guys weren't tuning
Much
in
love,
to see
darling.
him. You wanted to see Timmy,
Shout
Ray,
out
and
to
Lorraine,
Terry for the
and Benny
donation
and Larry.
today.
More than it was to others. But that there you go. Another one. Go ahead.
Going back to the contract and how the 100% of all the donations were to go directly to the Whitakers, did he have any issues with that?
No, because I just told him that was the way it was going to be.
Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is that money? Thanks, Maine. I appreciate you. I am an old bastard now. 47, bro. Time went slow until I hit my 40s, I think. It was not going very fast. But now that I hit my 40s, I'm already at 47. Yeah, it's went pretty quick.
Yeah, but I mean, he did express a couple of times. He's like, "Hey, bro, we got to look out for me and you in here too, and we got to take care of ourselves." I'm like, Patrick, if we get out there and we work, and we get the social media set up,
well,
you'll be fine. You don't need their money; that's their money. And 100% of anything that was sent in, like merchandise, not merchandise, like donated gifts, that's
right.
theirs. Which I'll go ahead and say that one. Everyone sent gifts to Patrick's house. Before it made it to the Whitakers, it was always open.
Not good.
And they were having a fit about that. I was trying to get a P.O. box set up. Asked the post office in Odd. Actually, the situation in Odd is odd. And they're nice people. Let me say, I've never seen it where the post office is attached to someone's house. Half of the house is the post office. The other half is residence.
That's cool.
And I talked to those people and it was closed. I was trying to get them a P.O. box set up. And he said, "Oh, they can't have a post office box." Was it you that was telling me he said that on a live?
Yes. Yeah. You can't P.O. box. Of course, he was the same person that said that you couldn't go to the doctor, but.
Oh, yeah. But I'm like, why can't they have a post office box? He's like, "Oh, they can't have a post office box, bro."
What?
It doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Comments are coming in. I'm trying to go here. I guess they're talking about proceeds, who has funds, where are the funds?
I have the Whitaker's money in my possession. I have told that to the correct authorities. They know that I have that.
All right, so we can just cut to the chase. We can just cut to the chase. This is the dude that probably got the investigation going. They probably went right to him. He probably immediately started handing things right over. Now you see him posting with his daughter. I don't think he's much worried now. Let's just say, I don't know, man.
It was ready to be put in a trust. The Amish was ready to set up an account.
So it was given over to
which
proper
would be
authorities.
under a financial committee.
He's been speaking to the
It
law.
was all set up, guys. But their money is safe. The reason Patrick sent that $5,000 to me that he's referencing to you guys, that was 2/3 of the money that they made for last month. He could only send so much in that one payment. When I tried to get the other part to make sure, because this is why the month before they made $3,000. $3,000. That was what we got paid. Okay, we're the rich internet people now. But out of that $3,000, I had to go to Idaho. I was working on the John Mass trip. I was up there for a whole week working on the murder trial. But we got paid right before then. And he was holding on to the Whitaker's money, which was $3,000. When I got back home, that was when he took Betty and Lorraine to get their makeover. He said, "Hey, bro, I'm going to have to reimburse myself out of the Whitaker's money some. And because I've been, getting him some stuff." I'm like, "Hey, man, that's fine. I understand that. That's understandable." I was like, "What was it?" He said, $1,500. What? I said, $1,500. All the messages, guys. $1,500. What in the hell did you spend $1,500 on? He was like, "Don't flip out, man. I'm just telling you. I've been buying them all their snuff, and I've taken them to the grocery store. What, $1,500 worth of snuff in the grocery store?" I was like, "Okay, I get it. You took them to get a makeover, but did it cost $200, $300, $1,500 is a lot of money, Dwayne.
Yes, it is.
In a week's time, you spent $1,500 on the Whitaker. And remember,
I
he was
mean, I
supposed to
can
be
see it.
handling that money because the Whitakers weren't the greatest in handling the money. But we were supposed to be protecting. It was my job to call him out if something was going on. Anyway, the next week I come back up. So he claims $1,500. So now they have $1,500 left. Next week I come up to town. When I first got there, he said, "Hey, man, you're spending a lot of money." He said, "Would you like the rest of their money to help out with that?" And I said, "Nope, I'll be okay." At that point, I already knew there was funny business with the money. I started spending my money that I busted my ass the week prior,
Stuff is true.
doing what I do outside of the Whitakers on them. When I took Ray and Larry out and got them the haircut and clothes and everything, and then took them out to eat. The same thing I did with Betty and Lorraine, and then with Timmy, then taking them to the movies. That was coming out of my pocket. And then later on that week, he asked me again because the Whitaker started telling me, "Hey, we feel like something's going on with that money." Again, I got all that in video. Trust me. Mama didn't raise no fool.
See,
my dad didn't either.
I knew. I've always felt like the Whitakers haven't received much. Always. Because, I mean, look how they living. Like, they haven't received much. And I know a few $1,000s isn't going to change anyone's life, but you would think that it would raise their level of living a little, And it didn't.
But
I've never seen them.
He asked me again, "Do you want me to send that other 15? Or yes, do you want me to send the rest of the money?" I said, "Yes."
Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Mama.
He did, but he didn't send me 1,500. He sent me 1,000.
Love you too, Chickie.
I said, "Patrick, where's the other 500?"
You already know. You already know, yo.
That 1,000, I'll tell you where it went to right now. $662 of it went to a water bill.
Thank you, Jen.
That I took Larry up there. Betty and them told me about that water bill. Sophia, water department. I No, now it was a running toilet because this past month was $57. And Larry said the only thing they did different was turn off the toilet. When I asked numerous times before, do you think it's a running toilet? No, I turned the toilet off.
But is a running toilet going to be $600 a month, though? I don't think so. It's not like you're running bath water, right? You're not running fucking bath water. It's a running toilet. I don't know. Maybe if you didn't pay the bill, I guess. Depends on how much it's running, I guess. I mean, if you didn't pay one bill and then you let it run again for that month, hi Earth. I guess you would probably rack up a bill, right? You think you done right by yeah, if they racked up a bill. That's what Eric was saying, that they were supposed to get all the donation money and that they were only supposed to split part of the view money. That means they should have been living way better than what they were living. They should have had a home long ago. I think that's the way I feel.
Well,
I don't think you go in there and wish for them to have a log cabin built, this place, that place, because they want it here and they want it there. No, you go in there and say, look, we bought you a new place. You're going to have to move from this one into the new one. It's not here anymore. Now here's your new place, and move them into a new place, right? You just move them.
Ended up buying a new floater while I've been up here, and the one they had was completely snapped, and that's what it was, and they never replaced it.
The
it
floater?
took 5 minutes. And Larry, I think, could do that, but he just didn't. They told him, they gave him 2 blue tablets at the Sophie Water Company to put in the back tank. Take literally 5 seconds, and within 8 hours, if the water turned blue, he would know he had a water leak. To this day, still never done it. Last I heard, but
didn't even use the tablets.
They knew it was the running toilet. Whether they fixed it now, I don't know. I'm sorry. I got so many things going through my head, dude. So many things. Oh, so that was 662 of the 1,000. Then Larry started asking me to get him snuff. He wanted a roll of snuff for him, and he wanted a roll of snuff for Ray. I got it for both of them. After that, the money that they had left was around $250. I bought a prepaid debit card, Visa, at Walgreens that I have the receipts for, and put the rest of their money on that card. And I handed it to Larry at that time. Now that I know what I know now, I'd have done things differently. You got to understand, those first 2 trips, Larry was amazing, and he helped out.
Shout out to you, Earth Angel.
And what I was seeing there at the end. And I said, and I told Betty about it too. I said, here is a card. If you guys need some groceries or anything goes, here's your card. I no longer have any of your money in my possession. I didn't want to have their money in my possession, but I said, here's that card. If you need it, it's for emergencies. And he said, thank you.
Yeah, it's like 30 a roll.
500 never came back. That
like 5 cans, ain't it?
For later.
6 cans? 5 cans?
Okay, when it comes into this month, when they paid that, he gave me the 5,000, and the other 2,500 never came to me. You add those 2 together, is what, $3,000. When that donation money came in, people oversent, and I told them to stop sending money. I was like, don't send me any more money. You go back. I begged, do not send any more money. I got what I need for the Airbnb. And then I said I would give what was left over to Patrick to get him some sheetrock and insulation. He did need some sheetrock and insulation. And I thought $4,000 is enough to sheetrock and insulate that place. I went and walked it, and I sized it up. So I sent him 1,000. And then I told him that 3,000 that you owe the Whitakers at this point that I had been begging for him to send me, just keep it. because then I had the money in my account. I
Well,
was
how'd
gonna
you
put
think
it
he
in
was
their
going to
trust.
sheet
That
rock
was
you?
where
He
the
didn't have
rest
it
of
then.
those donations that people
He
put
owed
on
it.
Airbnb,
So
I'm
keep
gonna
it.
put it up
Give it to him.
there and make sure the Whitaker's
Come
money,
on, dude.
they got their full amount for that month, put it in the trust, and we're good to go. I was trying to correct what he had taken.
Mhm.
Cover for him. Not cover for him, but I was cleaning up his mess and helping him out at the same time with
I think this guy
sheetrock and
went.
insulation.
I think this guy's talked to
That's
the.
when the
There's an
plan
investigation
quickly started
going on. Eric Carroll's 100% talked to the people.
becoming
He has.
nothing about the Whitaker home. It was he wanted to fix up his home so the Whitakers could come in and live with him. And I'm going to tell you, Dwayne, I don't know if you've seen the home. I don't know which one would be more to fix up, the Whitaker's home or Patrick's. The Whitaker's home is definitely more
I think so too, bro.
dirty. They both got about an equal amount of work. Man, it's cold. I need to see if I can work this inside.
gonna
If I
ask you
fall off, I'll get back in.
If the Wi-Fi,
Well, he made a Facebook post yesterday. He finally come out of complete hiding and made a Facebook post for his daughter. Him with his daughter, and people were grilling him on that fucking post, bro. Talking about you ran off with the money. I think he told everybody during this talk right here where the money is. He said I gave it to the proper authorities. He said it, y'all. He definitely did.
Well, I'm
back
about
on.
to lose battery, and I need this. I'm sorry, guys. I really, after this, I want to be done with it.
Yeah, my understanding for everyone out there is that after this is over, that
I don't want to do it again.
as far as updates and things like that, I know people are asking. I know people are asking as far as have you had a chance to see any of the Whitakers, and since they were picked up by APS?
I've been trying, guys. They are a ward of the state now. I will tell you, I met the people.
Damn, y'all.
That from what I saw in that video, I met the people that have them. That was the one that came and met me and Timmy, and it was supposed to be the one.
There you go, Lily.
Betty was going to be meeting with too. That never happened. And they're very good people. I'm sure they're being taken good care of. But right now, I think they're
predator hunters. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Thank you guys, man. Great, wonderful community, y'all. Great, wonderful community.
Smash that like button.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
trying to make sure that the family is clean.
I'm not gonna run off like Eric though.
Taken care of. I'm no fan of the system.
I'll be back again streaming with
Dwayne,
y'all.
I've been talking about the system for how long now? But I can tell you, in this case, I saw it go above and beyond. And when I found out that Betty was offered a continuance on the DVP, the protection order,
yeah,
she said no 3 times. She was offered another one right before they came and picked them up. Do you want to get BJ out? That sounds like to me that was their way of trying to say, we're going to offer you one more time. Are you sure?
Yeah.
And when she denied it, they got him.
And see, it's weird because
so he just blamed it on that. He just blamed it on BJ coming back around or dropping the protective order.
I've been watching some of Patrick's videos. Is he had said something about Betty said that she wanted BJ out, even though the protective order, had been canceled. But there was still that eviction notice, and BJ Betty said she wanted BJ out, but then she says no 3 times. to extending the protective order. That those two stories don't make sense.
I don't know who's telling the truth in this, dude. I have no idea. It is. They named the town right. It's odd, all right. I don't know. I don't know who's telling the truth, and I'm tired of trying to figure it out. All I can say is I hope Ray, Lorraine, and Timmy are good.
Yeah, man.
Taken care of, because they are the innocent ones in this. They didn't have anything to do with any of this, man. Their hearts were so happy, and I loved doing things for Ray, Lorraine, and Timmy, because unlike Betty and Larry, when I did something for them, they were so appreciative. Like when I gave Timmy his cup or anything you give Timmy, he would, over the phone, those hugs, man. Thank you. Lorraine, same way. She loved her potato chips. She got to where she was hugging me quite frequently. And then Ray, they loved, and appreciated you for doing stuff for them. You didn't get that so much on the other side, but
yeah, I've heard through the things that through the grapevine that Betty was very unappreciative, Larry was unappreciative, BJ was unappreciative. Like they got pretty used to people coming through and just blessing them, to make content or whatever. They just get blessed with money.
I had a chance to watch. I know we probably want to get back to more of the other details, but have you had a chance to watch that video when APS picked up the three of them?
I've had several people telling me about it, dude. I can't
Watch it.
I can't stomach it. I haven't been able to watch anything with Patrick. I knew this was coming, and then the guy that, again, the Airbnb that I got for him, and went and got him the groceries, and to walk in that Airbnb.
I don't know.
They just finished cleaning it last night. It took 3 days.
I don't know. I did hear that they're very
We've all had that friend that you go out for. What's that?
It looks like your video broke up there. It was 3 days to clean that up, and I know you detailed some of the damage in there. And of course, some people have been asking, show the picture, show the videos. I don't know if you feel like doing that or not. And actually, your camera's a little fuzzy still.
The video is a little fuzzy, but you'll see it. She was telling us just today that there was poop all over the walls too, wasn't she?
Poop all over the walls?
Dog poop.
Dog poop. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out who.
You can't tell as much because one of the biggest things that was the problem with it was the dip, the chewing tobacco. It was everywhere, dude. Like everywhere. In the sheets, in the floor, everywhere. The back doors, again, completely left wide open. When he found out he couldn't stay, he took off a day early and went back home. And that's when he went and, I guess, got Timmy and everything at that point, because that's when we found out BJ was there. He instantly went back and got the cash cow. Right. But anyway. So it was a mess, dude. Dog turds on the floor all over the deck. But yeah, I'll put it out. Pills.
People have asked, are you going to be required to pay for that cleanup?
Already did.
Oh, you already paid for it. Okay.
I was paid all the way up until Thursday, and that was on Sunday. And I left, had a conversation with the owner. Apologized profusely, told him to keep that money towards it. He bent over backwards for us. But yes, it was paid for.
Wow. Something else. So let's see. I'm trying to think of some of the other.
Why would you do an Airbnb like that, bro? They're going to back charge the fucking renter. Like, they're going to back charge the renter. They're going to hit their debit card like a mug.
The comments.
They're
going to questions and hear that.
Here's one. I need to get some of these out. Well, you heard about the bluegrass concert earlier. Well,
right.
that leads into the concert where Patrick broke his leg. At this point in time, I had been crawling Patrick's ass about the money.
Yeah, that people
And
have.
he wasn't talking to me because he was tired of me saying, you need to be accountable. What's going on? And so, and then if I ever did something without telling him first, like, man, you're not keeping me in the loop. You know what's going on. And I always tried to keep him in the loop, but I'm not going to text Patrick before I do every little thing on social media. I don't have the time for that. You got 5 different platforms that you got rolling, but I was against that concert. He knew I didn't want at that point. Like, I thought the concerts came off as, here's Patrick Rourke featuring the Whitakers. I'm here to play the banjo type thing. And then, but he just went and did it, and that's when he broke his leg. But the part of that infuriated me was the day before was Ray's orthopedic visit.
I'd like to see
waited
out here and
over
answer
a month
questions. He don't do it
for
ever.
that visit. Talked about it numerous times on these videos. I am in Georgia. If I was here, Ray would have been at that orthopedic visit. That first visit took me coming from Georgia to here to make it happen. When I got here, all I needed Patrick to do was set up that appointment for Ray, the first one. And he told me he was going to do it. When I got here, this is at the time the air conditioner and all the other stuff was going on. I said, did you ever get that visit set up? He said, man, it's West Virginia. It's not like Georgia. You don't just get a visit set up. I'm like, well, okay, but did you call? No, I hadn't called yet, but I'll get to it. When are you going to get to it? He's like, chill, man. This is what I was here for. Let's get Ray to the knee doctor. You're not listening to me. You're not going to get him to a doctor. Well, I called doctors in Whitaker in Beckley. They knew Ray. They knew about the Whitakers, and they had it set up for me to bring.
I think they should have known, if you're going to put them in the limelight as much as you have, that something was bound to happen and you needed to get on their living situation fast. That's the way I feel. I don't know if I would have been pushing, let's build them a new home. I would have been pushing, let's buy them a home that's already built. Let's move them in something new if that's what we're going to do, right? Because, like, once they made them try to make them stars like they did on social media, bro, like, there's going to be trolls calling adult protective services. Now you're telling them all that everybody's poop all over the walls and shit.
Him
like,
the next day, and where
all kinds
he
of
wouldn't be around anybody, and we could kind of keep him comfortable, because we didn't know how Ray was going to take it. He don't go to doctors, and that's the sad thing about all this. Ray is not in the greatest shape, guys. Ray is not in the greatest shape.
See, we've been doing this over here.
Shape at all. It's not just his knee. Ray has lost a lot of weight. Ray's eyes don't look right to me. He's got this very big curvature in his spine. There's a lot going on, and Ray needed to be seen. But I got Ray in there, and they went above and beyond, because it was like pulling teeth just to find out his birthday, dude. Took me a while to find out that, but he wasn't even in the system. No Social Security, no birth.
Damn, man.
Birth certificate, no ID. And so, anyway, we got him that visit. The doctor was super nice. Ray was super cooperative when he first got in there, and they went to do his blood pressure and his pulse. It was a little touch and go, but he quickly warmed up to it, and
it was
Ray. And they gave him meloxicam and
Voltaren
gel. And they told us Voltaren is now over the counter. You're going to have to buy it. Well, I didn't have it to buy on that trip because I had already spent money on the air conditioner. I agree. Remember, I'm left with like $100 at this point. So I asked Patrick, I said, they said he's got another prescription. They want him to do Voltaren gel. I'll get it. Dude, Ray didn't get that Voltaren gel until I came up on that next visit. Ask Betty.
Lazy motherfucker.
Say anything in my favor now. But
Yeah, but you need the doctors. My grandfather was like that, and he ended up dying from a heart attack in his living room. I'm like that too. I don't really like going to the doctor either. I really do put going off to the doctor off. You know, it sucks. You know, the doctor's what tells you what's wrong with you. But like, you do need doctors. You like those folks needed to have medical care. Yeah, they probably were. Well, Timmy went to high school and everything, so he's seen the outside world.
I had to go buy the Voltaren gel. He went almost a month without it, but he did get his
None of
meloxicam.
them are healthy.
The next day after getting that meloxicam, Ray was walking around that yard. I didn't know
I
it
don't
worked that
believe
quick.
when watch cam.
I ain't know any medicine worked that quick. I take it too, but it did wonders for Ray. And but
Bullshit.
they went ahead that day.
Bullshit.
Said, we have talked to an orthopedic, told him the situation.
The next day, the
situation is unique.
Body.
They're also going to bring him in special accommodations, make sure he's taken care of, and be at this orthopedic visit. They set that up for us. And that's what Patrick was supposed to do. He didn't do that. He went to the concert and his leg broke. So.
Yeah.
So
what are some of the other things that
I don't know where you want to go to from here.
Yeah, that's a legitimate fear, though.
I'm looking down.
That's a legitimate fear. I mean, that's my reason of being scared. I don't want nothing to be found. But you know, you have to go anyway. I mean, you're going to get sick regardless when you have cancer, so you're going to have to end up in the doctor anyway. You might as well go and get yourself checked out, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they don't like dentists. My grandma was from like Hazard, Kentucky. It's close to the Appalachian. And they used to talk about how they used to take their teeth out at home.
Down the feet on Timmy's face and getting Timmy to massage his feet. Timmy hanging from a tree, even though he was in a harness. You got a 46-year-old mentally challenged child. He told me one time he was going to take Timmy skydiving. He didn't sound like he was kidding. It never happened, but only God knows.
Could be safe.
I try to give.
Here's one, and I got the video for it. I'll give you this. Patrick and Betty. Y'all saw him all the time saying, "Hey, Betty."
No, I haven't heard.
It was cute in the beginning. It was cute until one day he sent me a video where he said, "Betty, give me a big old kiss." Betty went to kiss him. And then he was like, "No, Betty, I'm playing with you, doggone it." But you could see on Betty's face. She wasn't playing, Dwayne.
Right.
And it got posted. And I was so glad that people spoke up. They were like, "This is not right. You're leading her on. And this is not right." And I went to Patrick and I was like, "You might get those comments, dude." I was like, "It don't look good." And he got furious. All in text messages. You can see it. He was furious. And I said, and then I had to boil it down for him. I said, "Look, dude, you got a family that was picked on their whole life, that were outcasts of society. Nobody really spent much attention on them.
Yeah, they both did weird shit, bro. They both did weird stuff with Timmy. Like, I can't believe he's trying to like
Timmy. You took him to eat. You did things with him. And I was like, she never got married, never had kids. You're sitting here playing with her all the time about kissing. I know you're playing around. But I was like, you're at a point in time. I don't think she's playing around anymore. And you guys don't believe me. I'll let you see the video for yourself. And there's probably people out there that saw it. You noticed the "give me a kiss" thing because he was very,
Yeah, there's one that I don't think I've seen it tonight,
Whoa.
but one that's come up is this whole when you were in bed with Timmy, and I know you had to explain it a number of times, but
So
it's one of those people ask the dumb.
I told Adult Protection Services that right away, and when people asked me on the internet, I just told them straight away. There was
What?
one night when I was there. It was the night Timmy watched ET with me.
Hmm?
I look up, Timmy with a pillow and a cover in his hand, looking at me like I'm getting into bed with you. Well, you got to remember, 46 years old. He slept with his mom his whole entire life. And I looked at him. I said, Timmy, no, bud. You got a bunk bed in there, and that's why they got him that TV put in there. And I said, you can't. He just hopped up in it anyway. And I told him numerous times, Timmy, you need to go back in there. He wanted to spend time with me. And I really thought long and hard about this because I know, trust me, guys, I know. But then I thought about it. I looked, there was a comforter on the bed. Timmy was under the comforter with the sheets. I went and got a comforter from the next room. Mm-hmm. And I laid on top of the comforter with a new comforter. Stayed fully clothed, obviously. And
no, he's not suggesting it.
No.
He just didn't want to. He didn't want to come off looking as if he was weird. I get it, but you ain't got to go to all these steps, bro. Like I could tell if you're being weird or not. That's being weird. Well, I got all these covers over him. I got this cover in between me. I was fully clothed. Like, come on, bro. I get it. Timmy don't want to sleep alone. So you let him lay next to you all night while he slept. Whatever. Good. Cool. When you start adding all this to it, it looks even more weird.
My underwear.
I'm jabbing a little bit on another video I saw.
I know. And that was the first thing I told Adult Protection Services when I saw him. I said, listen, but
why would you say that?
I need to spend time, dude. And he ate that night up watching ET with me in the bed. And dude, that kid deserved it. He never had a dad.
I agree.
And
Timmy deserved more, man. He did.
I'll never forget that week.
I hope they're being treated okay, bro.
I feel like I made a big difference in his life.
Hi, Native.
Not doing anything special, things that we had growing up that we take for granted that he didn't.
Yeah, going
for my appeal, my apparel. Yeah, I can get you a discount.
Back, and I've always tried to be fair and balanced with stuff, and watching the videos and stuff. I know you mentioned the hanging from a tree.
Sunny.
He was in a harness. The only one, and again,
no, I didn't have cake. I didn't have cake today. Nah, I didn't want any cake. Actually, I just chilled today. I kind of got down last night a little bit, but I just chilled today. Yeah, but he had like the mind of like a 6-year-old, didn't they? They said like Timmy was like a 6-year-old. I mean, I get it. I'm not going to rip on him for that. They're trying to show Timmy a better way. Yeah, he is adding details. What's up, T? Thank you guys.
When he had,
I love y'all, man.
Even though the guy was holding on to it, but shooting off it was literally an automatic weapon. That was one where, and again, I'm a gun guy. I went shooting with my boys.
I'm armed up.
It just didn't. I don't know.
You know what? Especially a rifle, I would have had a shooting table with a whole, one of the holders. Put it in there. Timmy, come down here. I'm all for that. Teach him how to do it and do it responsibly. Yeah. But that you got to understand. Timmy was very loyal to Patrick, and he didn't want him to think he wasn't having fun. You can watch Timmy's body language in that video. Timmy was very quick. He's like, "Woo!" He
had some like digital cake.
Proud of him, like a kid wants their dad to be proud
I ate some digital cake.
But you could tell he was like, no. And then with Timmy in the tree, dude, my thing is, yes, I know he was safe, and he was. Patrick got a kick out of it. I'm all for that. I'm all for rough housing and stuff with boys and kids and dads and stuff. That kids need that. at the same time, you do have a 46-year-old mentally challenged person. If something does go wrong, what is the response going to be?
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
you don't get yourself in those situations.
Yeah, especially on the internet. Yeah, there were ones I thought was great. The dump truck or the crane one where they dump
I love virtual pie.
water on them and stuff. That was fun. I will say I wasn't the biggest fan of the Victoria's Secret, the flipping off, and all that. That didn't hit me.
No, not when you pled guilty to a sexual related crime last month.
Yeah.
Is it that soon, y'all? Like, look at Native dropping super stickers. Super stickers.
Money! Yeah, baby, yeah!
Thank you, darling.
And non-consensual distribution of sexual images and more. I didn't know he pled guilty. He told me he had a court date. And then when all that started coming out and I started looking, dude,
I had fun last
night. If I was a guy that just pled guilty to a sex crime, would I want to go take a 46-year-old mentally challenged person into Victoria's Secret?
Right.
Do you guys find the Victoria's Secret thing weird for Patrick taking Timmy in there? I think as time went on, Patrick started doing a little bit more funnier things with Timmy is what he was doing. I think he was trying to be funny with it because Timmy was kind of like embarrassed.
Yeah.
Not only that.
Okay, it's his mic. It's his mic that's cracking, y'all. God, that's horrible, Eric.
Your phone really messed up. All right, we'll see if we can figure that out. I'm
probably. I don't know what they're waiting on, dude. I don't.
Well, the assumption is the process is just going to take time.
Well, he took Timmy into the Victoria's Secret, and it was all he had Timmy embarrassed. Yeah, he had. I heard he did have family there. That was grooming. I don't know. I thought it was funny, kind of. That's when I kind of knew he was doing this all for content, is because that's when I knew he was doing it all for content. Look at Sonny. I appreciate you, Sonny. Thank you guys, man. You guys are blessing me on my birthday, man. I appreciate y'all. God dang it, y'all. I feel love. I feel love.
Credits received. Thank you for your monetary support.
I appreciate you, Sonny. Much love, darling. What's up? What's up, Scooter?
They have to medically evaluate them, and they got to figure out what's going to be the best thing. I mean, I know people have their opinions on. I mean, some people have said you should have never gotten involved.
So it's like a mixed. It's a mixed emotions thing. Some people think it was weird. Some people think it was fine. I myself don't think it was that weird. You thought he was doing it for attention too? Yeah, he was doing it for the content. Yeah, I definitely would take. I would fuck with my son a lot when we do that shit. I would. I did, for sure. I embarrassed my son every chance I got. I'm not even gonna lie.
All that.
I agree. If I knew then what I know now, I agree, 100%. You got to understand.
I did. I embarrassed my son. I did. I didn't embarrass my daughter ever,
but I got their house built. I knew I could, and I was about to. We had it set up.
I think you should have still built the house, bro.
What else to say? And for anybody sitting on the other side of that, it is so easy free to say this stuff. The same people that are criticized now are the ones cheering us on. You know, I get it. You know, it's went to hell in a handbasket right now. But yeah, just a couple of weeks ago, you're talking about how much you love the videos and wanting this stuff to go down. And then next moment, it's easy for you to say the situation sucks. There's nothing fun about that situation. But they were about to get a home. I was up here working and doing good stuff.
Mm.
It wasn't because of my involvement that this is going down. None of it.
Right.
And I have yet to see anybody produce one single thing that says it was. Have you, Dwayne?
No, I've seen people, you know, alleging things.
Besides them throwing comments that they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Exactly. Or out and out lying or providing misinformation on purpose to create confusion and issues. I mean, you know, again, I know people don't know me from anybody, but I've known the guy for a long time. I've known his background. I know the other stuff he's done. And I've been in those conversations with him when this all first started. And his big thing, he wants to help the family. He wants to be transparent. And for the things that have been said about him, it's disgusting.
And it's people that don't know who the hell I am.
Oh, right. Yeah. They have no idea.
There is no amount of text messages or evidence that there were people that you got to understand. There were people that really, really, really looked up to Patrick. Yep. And this is a hard blow for him. And
I think things just didn't go. I think Eric kind of put his feelings in where he probably shouldn't have. He probably should have been in there to build them a house, get their social media bumping, you know, do videos with them. And that's it. You know, when you start getting your feelings and your feelers involved with it and things don't go the way you want it to go, because he wanted BJ out. He didn't want to do anything for this family with BJ there. And that's the way it worked out. And then this time, Adult Protective Services got involved and split the family up, yo.
Sorry, but I'm not the one that did this. And right now, I'm not about to take the fall either. I have been doing the right thing.
Only one. I mean, I don't know to talk about kind of the stuff we talked about in the past. I mean, you know, and hey, let's do the T-shirts and the mugs and all that stuff, and not give anything to the Whitakers. In fact, you said no, that's not right. You could have easily have just said, sure, no problem.
Dude, it could have easily just said, continue on with the freak show. I mean, I didn't have to take them to the movies.
Oh, you know you can't.
Go get them haircuts and new clothes and let them take a shower and stuff. I could have just said, continue on with the freak show, because that's what made them famous so far.
Right. Oh, you could have done that formula.
I really wanted them to get better. And it turned into what it turned into. So, but you know what? I'm not going to beat myself up over this. I did what I was supposed to do. And
so I guess what's the path forward? I mean, obviously
there is no path forward. I would love to still build that house. I'm not building it for Betty and Larry and BJ. And I have.
Yeah, man, you're talking Mark raised enough to build him a home, but they dipped in it so much, you know. Mark was the smart one out of all of them. And who knows? Maybe this guy's smart too. He dipped out too. The way it sounds is that Eric Carroll gave all the fucking shit to the proper authorities and was like, here, I'm not dealing with this. I don't want nothing to do with this. It's what it sounds like to me, that he's working with them.
Zero interest in renovating Patrick's house.
Right.
I really never was trying to donate $4,000 to Patrick. I was trying to let you know $4,000. I was trying to get out there dollar amounts so you had something to hold accountability before he goes and holds another fundraiser.
Wow.
He's already got $4,000 to do sheetrock and insulation. That was what those walls needed. I know I built my podcast studio, what that cost. And then when he started talking about another fundraiser, I was like, hold up. I want to see a list, what you need, what it costs, and everything. The whole way, I was a monkey wrench in everything that was going down. Dwayne, the amount of calls that I've got, not related to this, but out of scams that was going on, would blow your mind. There was another one related to this. I will keep the gentleman anonymous. There was a team of investors, high-powered CEOs, going to pay for the Whitaker home that were talking to Patrick. I had no idea what was going on. They finally reached out to me when they started hearing what was going on. They said, we saw early on you talking about the trust and the Amish and wanting to put this thing together.
Both of these guys
we were
have
really
always
impressed with you.
been scams.
We told him we wanted to meet with.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I didn't like hear all the way through him talking about how he's worked with the people, man.
Both of you, and he said, leave Eric out of this. Eric will mess it up, and I'm telling you, leave him out of it. I don't want Eric knowing anything. That was not a shock to hear, but disappointing. But then we go for it. These guys sound like they was gonna. You might not have needed many donations. They were ready to go in there, and they were serious.
Wow.
There is one I wanted to bring up.
That's right,
They
Nate.
were trying to set up.
That's right, Native.
Like
Hi,
I was,
Randy.
because they said they weren't just going to put in big sums of money into nowhere. And they said Patrick kept telling them, hey, just send it to me, put it in my bank, and I'll take care of it. And they said, that's not how this works, dude. We're not going to send $70,000, $80,000 just, like in the thing and not know where it goes. Like, you have to show where the money's going. That was what I had been going through the whole time. Well, then he said where it really
shout out to Native, man.
there at the end.
Girl.
We're not trying to do the Whitaker home right now. That's going to be down the line. Betty's going to move in with me now, and we're going to renovate my house because we're not going to have time to do it before the
Yeah, baby, yeah.
So he's talking to this big team of investors about fixing up his house. This is after he already got money, I believe. This conversation had been going on for a while. He was like, this guy was wanting us to fix up. Wanting us to fix up his house. I know you guys heard this on the lives. It does not take a detective to hear what is going on here. Look, maybe there's something about my personality you don't like. And you just can't accept the truth. But it's slapping you right in the face.
There was one that I'm now remembering that, and tell me to shut up if you don't want it brought up, but earlier on when Patrick was doing those
yeah, but if Eric really released all funds to the proper authorities, he released everything that he knew about the Whitakers to the proper authorities and got out, like I'm thinking that's what he did, then he didn't do anything wrong, but try to help somebody and got out too. Let's be real here. If as long as but the pages should be shut down though, right? Huh. The pages should be shut down though, and they're not. Well, maybe he was being investigated from the get-go, Like his name was in it regardless. Like he could have been being investigated from the get-go.
Live meet Timmy FaceTime things. Had you wanted to make money off of this, you would have not said anything. But you immediately kiboshed that and said, no.
I found out there was a secret group they were calling Timmy Time. There was a bunch of moderators that had got on that Whitaker page that I had created. Wasn't too hot about that because they were stirring a lot of chaos. I found out they were getting in donate. I just got an unknown call. I wonder who that's from. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
Okay. So yeah, I bet this is getting somewhere. What was
That's
we
what I'm
talking
saying.
about?
He was probably
was
on
Get me pointed in the right
anyway.
direction again.
Timmy
time.
Timmy time.
Timmy
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
So I found out they were telling people you can do FaceTimes with Timmy as long as you give us a donation. They didn't say how much of a donation, just give us a donation. When I found out about it, I was livid.
Yes.
I found some of the gentlemen that were paying money to get that thing. And I found the number. It got passed to me through an anonymous source that was trying to blow the whistle and say, Eric, something's going on. I contacted them. And I said, you're not supposed to be doing this. I was like, the Whitakers are not supposed to be treated like this. And we have to keep record of what's going on. I had no idea this was going on. Who told you that this was going on? Well, then I find out they got this group that they had created. Again, I had no knowledge of, where all these Timmy times were being set up on iPhone. If there was anybody that ever participated in one, please let us know. And I got it squashed.
That's
and
kind
I
of
started
what I'm
doing like
thinking
public
too.
posts, no donations.
That's kind of what I think
until
it sounded like there. They didn't want no one else making money. They've said it several times. He was like, other creators using the Whitakers to make money. You can't stop fair use. Like, people were going to use the Whitakers to make money regardless, whether you made them big or this big scandals jumped off. Like, that's just what it was.
we get the trust set up, or with the Amish. I was really hoping if I could get the money out
That's
of the
what they
way
did.
that he would be okay. But it just started getting more and more egregious, dude. But yeah, I had to squash that. I don't know how many people ended up doing that, but like I said, there was a whole group. It was already going on, and it almost got dirty there for a second because I stepped in for the Whitakers big time. Like, this is not happening. And then Patrick got mad at me. He was like, well, what do you want me to do then? I was like, we talked about Cameo. I was like,
I
there's
know,
a
right,
platform
Jerry?
where people do that stuff. And I was like, if you want to,
I think both of them have been trying to say as less as they can on the internet. That's what I've been seeing. Eric did pop back out. Eric did jump back out. He did pop back out of hiding and went on Facebook and posted his daughter. I don't like, and then he did get a lot of hate in those comment sections too. I don't know if that's the best place to put hate for the man, but hey, it's the wonderful World Wide Web.
do it over there. And he started begging me to set it up. I set it up. I guess he's done some over there. I don't really mess with any of that. It was never really my thing, but that was me trying to say, if you are going to do it in a way that's honest, where at the end of the year, you pay taxes on it. This is what came in. This is what goes to the Whitakers. This is what goes to you. And then everything is honest. But that's not what was going on here, guys. And I can tell you, if what part of the money that they were owed off the monetization wasn't making it to him, I guarantee you that money didn't. I have no idea.
So none of the money was even making it to the Whitakers, y'all. Not even the monetization money. Come on.
When I did take donations that one time for the Airbnb, I think 10 minutes later, I said, stop, because I did not want to. I really didn't want to do it in the first place. Look how long I've been in West Virginia now, guys. I didn't have it to take that hit. You saw what we got. I was transparent with you there too. That was more than the first month's pay. Anyway, I put a stop to it. We have to know what's coming in.
It's a scandal, bro.
I don't want to battle
I'd like
Uncle
to see a
Sam.
resolution. If the Whitakers have to stay gone from their families, I'd like to see somebody held responsible. I would.
I don't know if you guys have ever been in one, but you got to let them know what's going on. And other than that, it's just what you do. It's just what you do, man.
Yeah, I've seen that post too.
Being.
I've been following them.
So,
yeah, again, you've been transparent since the beginning.
I can't hear you, Dwayne. Give me a second.
Oh, yeah. I'll just say before he gets back on, Eric's been transparent about this. I mean, we've had private conversations, obviously the public conversations. He's been extremely transparent through this entire process. Some of the information has become available at certain times because there are things that are moving. When he was taking those steps to get that house built from the Amish, he couldn't telegraph certain things. I just wish people would understand that. He's
They
not
have
going to
no
keep
idea
things
what
from
my
you.
hand was tied up with, dude. They have and people have no idea what my hands was tied up in. And you got BJ calling. You got BJ calling me. Then you got Larry.
Yeah, I don't know
you
who
got
this
Larry,
guy is.
Betty calling me. Then I got
I don't know who this guy is, but he was always there when Eric went live.
on top of that with Patrick.
Kind
I
of
was the
helped
only
speak
one
for Eric.
actively trying to get that house going. I was the only one that ever did work towards what we were supposed to be doing.
And you did it. That's the thing
And
that
I did
is.
it. I did it. Do I need to go interview the Amish? I don't know if they'll grant me an interview or not, but they're pretty honest people. And Robert Mast, John's dad, was the first one to write a check for it, dude. He cut a $500 check before the account started with. And it was just such a good plan. It was what I had been wanting the whole time. Accountability, transparency. They had a financial committee and they were going to watch it like a hawk. And it couldn't be gamed. And I think that's where a lot of this started going south. If I'd have got that trust set up, the day I was supposed to get the trust set up, where none of the money could have been fooled around with, is the day she no-showed. It wasn't just Adult Protection Services that she no-showed. It was the day that the trust account was to get set up to where, hey, every penny's got to be accounted for.
That's when all the challenges came in. So, I mean, you're saying there's kind of no path forward. What if?
I don't know that I want to be involved in it at this point, dude. Look at what this is causing.
What do you want? What do you want, dude? Get down. Talk to him.
I don't want my family to do this. This is not what it was supposed to be. This is not what it was supposed to be at all.
No, it wasn't.
I was so happy to come back to Betty that day after the Amish with those papers and say, we're ready.
No.
Done.
Went to Lorraine. I said, Lorraine, we're going to build you a house. And she shook her head. Yeah. Timmy was excited. Timmy, you're going to have your own bedroom. They was going to do it with heated floors. Man, they would have been spoiled. I want a log cabin. I would love to have a log cabin.
No, me too.
I would love to have it, dude. And I don't think Betty knew when.
Yeah, I don't see anything happening for the Whitakers, y'all. I'm a realist. I'm a realist. I'm not going to continue to beat the story down either. I'll probably report on this a few more times, and like, I kind of want to see the best happen for the Whitakers, but like, I'm a realist, and I don't think anyone's going to be let to come back to that home. What do you want, kitty? Yeah, I don't think they're going to let anyone come back to that home and live there. What's up, Sarah? Cook on up, girl. Cooking on up. Yeah, they don't. The problem is Betty's not even their guardian to begin with. You know? So, like, they don't even have guardians to begin with. Yeah, he took off again. So they say they have no, like, they don't have no authority to, like, make sure they go back to Betty, because Betty doesn't have no authority over those three people. She don't. Yeah, it's pretty hard to the situation looking at it. It's Betty and somebody that's been accused of hitting on the people that they took, all living in this house, right? I mean, I don't really think anything's going to change for the people. They're not going to allow them to come back. I hear Betty has a court date at the beginning of October. Let's hope the best, right? Hope the best.
She talked to Adult Protection Services and went up to the courthouse and reported all that abuse. When they let BJ back in, what that was going to cause. If Adult Protection Services didn't do anything and then somebody got hurt,
Yep.
you guys would cuss them out. And you know, it's one of those situations you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But at the end of the day, there was some stuff going on, and I still don't know what Lorraine was trying to tell me with her head, Dwayne. I asked her numerous times. I never was with her alone to ask, but I said, "Is that a bee sting?" No.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of the comments are. I'm just almost shocked that you have to go through this part again if you want to go through this again. So the protective order, when it got canceled.
This is why people think I like doing it over again. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. We're gonna do this one more time, and everything they need is in this video. I don't plan on going through it again.
Yeah.
Wants to come up.
Yeah, I agree, y'all. I agree. And like they don't have any. There is no authority to give them back to Betty. You see what I'm saying? So Betty would first have to go down and get guardianship. You see? And then Betty could go in and say, "Hey, I've got guardianship of them. Now, can you give them back to me?" And then she's got to prove that she can be a guardian of them. Oh, there's a big process in this. A big process. Don't lay on me. Why are you laying here? Hey. You just lay right down on everything. Like right on me. Hey, you be careful, Terry.
With accusations, I'll say this, guys. I'm
It
sure
was
this
at
thing
this
will be
moment he
investigated.
knew he fucked up.
Please
Get off.
investigate it. I want it to be investigated.
There you hear
I'll
it.
be here smiling when they come. Just watch. And then I wonder if you think the people that don't believe it would say sorry. I doubt it, but
Oh no,
it's coming.
no, they
You hear it? You hear him? So he knows. He's been talking to the authorities. Yeah. He's been talking to the authorities. He has. He probably did that night. Kitty, why are you laying all over my stuff, bro? He wants attention. That's my assumption.
Haters will hate always.
Why
That's what they do. They hate.
are you laying on my stuff, man? Get up. You're hitting the buttons.
Get that
Get
ass
up.
banned.
Get up. He's mean. He's mean. He keeps hitting all the buttons. Yeah, I'm gonna be a realist with you guys.
Do you speak
'Cause I don't want you to bullshit me ever. I'm not gonna bullshit you. The Whitaker saga is probably surely over. Yeah, you won't see any more Timmy. You won't see any more Lorraine. You won't see any more Ray. You might see Betty. I mean, with Patrick maybe. I could see Patrick bringing Betty back into this somehow, and still trying to do something with her.
Do you speak it?
Kitty,
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
come here. Come here. Stop scratching me. You're being mean. Get down. You're being mean. Go. He's being mean. I know. He's mean. He just scratched me. Bad kitty. Dude, I got to work 6 days in a row now. So that means I just worked 5 days in a row. No break. So now I got to work 6 days in a row. No break. So that means 11 days in a row they got me. Not cool, man. Not cool. Everybody have a beautiful evening. I'm going to kick back and relax for the rest of my evening, man. I appreciate all y'all. What more can I say than thank you, man? You guys are awesome. Awesome, awesome people. Great community of people. If you're a member of this community, please hit me on IG at Aggressive Defiance TV so I can get you in the Discord and I can get you into the IG chat. I love y'all, man. Enjoy your nights. Yeah, you guys are dead on too, man. Thank you guys, man. I had to come on here and say I love y'all. Y'all are badass. I'm gonna try to start going on a little bit earlier. That way I can go in a little bit later into the, you know what I mean? Everything would just give more time on a live stream. Yes, you guys, we will see you tomorrow. I will be here live tomorrow. Subscribe, hit the like button on the way out. Love y'all.